Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing Subnautica 2. Well, I got nothing else, so enjoy.
My full name is Noetic Advisor Node, ISV CIDS B3. Between us, I prefer Noah. You are the QI, the qualified investigator. Wear it with pride. We have made violent planetfall. I don't know the status of the pioneer colonists, the cicada, or the 40,000 souls stored in its core's memory. I am just one Noah node. I print and support the colonists stored in Sleep Bay 3. But if things go wrong, I am authorized to print a QI or two for troubleshooting. If we're going to complete the mission to build a human future on this world, you will have to lead the way. Are you ready to begin? I can't release the life pod. The clamps are corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath.
Always the face.
Wake up. Starman does not recognize the sky. Titan class window signature on the horizon. You are not on Caesura, Pioneer.
I do wonder, what is this thing? Like, it looks like a massive mushroom.
A prolonged search will
I call it a mushroom.
and water.
Got a mushroom on the horizon.
This quartz contains dead coral polyps. It may have formed on or near a coral dome. To simple electronics. Bacterial action creates copper on cave roofs and banks. This organism filters brine into drinkable fresh water. This may be an adaptation to the seawater's anomalously high viral load. colony structure located. There may be clues to the location of the main habitat. Oxygen.
Bit like the Panama Canal. Panama Canal has this.
Oxygen. The noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Notice the intrusive and persistent heart icon. Return to the lifeboat at your convenience. Remember that you are in command of the mission. Oxygen. Of all the equipment available to TSF frontiersmen, only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists, or the self. Acid can be used to make basic chemical batteries. Oxygen.
systems are online. How will it connect?
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Cortei Surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive.
Hey, fellow death slave. I'm Naima Nakota, ecologist. Take a sip of my water. Notice that sweet blood taste out of the salt. That's a toxic dose of heavy metals. Nobody survived past 3 months.
Bay 3 until the base
Beautiful place to die over and over again.
But don't let that beauty seduce you, right? Exposure to Proteus causes a delusion we call maze phase.
This world is ready to explore,
People may tell you it's a gift.
but it is not for them.
You remember what
Join us
Kara
in
did
another.
to our homes. You know we can't trust alien biology. We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomarkers. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Habitat is due north. We'll come pick you up. See you soon, Pioneer. Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Cortei Surgeon.
What if you're the last human being in the whole universe? Wouldn't that set you free?
You'll want to visit the biolab near the entrance and install a passive and active biomon. While less permanent than adaptations, I've been told they're for fun. So people have cleared anything in there.
Hello, I am Sigimantus Starvilus, formerly engineer on Mongolian steppes. Now lead diver of this mess. Here is my formula for a quick base. Fill up on titanium, quartz, and copper. Get your builder tool. Wave it around a bit, check the battery, get comfortable. Build a corridor. Put a solar panel on top. You must have power to make air. Put a hatch on the end. Go inside. Build lockers. As fabricator, it will draw from your lockers automatically. Nice, huh? Now you have made a perfect work camp. Later you can add a room for biobed, processor, scanner station, a real bed, maybe some plants. And the rest will follow.
Peace.
The noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
I printed 26 colonists before the slave day drowned, many of them more than once. This is my purpose, to reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am about to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay. Credit against your contract debt. Risk code, Sierra Ordinal 1122. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony manifests to your PDA. I'm monitoring toxically elevated viral loads in the seawater. Heavy metal assays detect both blistering levels of cadmium, lead, and chromium. This planet is already killing you. We have to know if the life pod biobed can help. Find a convenient way to die. Your black box will phase your mind to the biobed. I'll print you in a new body. You can return to your point of exit to retrieve dropped items. Regular reprinting may help slow down environmental contamination. It's not a long-term solution, but for now, we have to triage. Standing by to reprint you. This isn't Cesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us. Your fellow pioneers, my fellow Noah nodes, we're working together to break ground for those who still sleep. Instead, silence. Not even the cicada answers. We are alone. I sent your PDA the standard survival guide. While you pioneer the area and fabricate your tools, I'll apply myself to the life pod sensors.
Stranded on 4546B, Riley Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs and treat his Kara infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to frontier life. In a shared membrane has no earthly analog. You have discovered a new clade. Naming rights may be auctioned or reserved as a gift for that special someone in your future. Oxygen. Oxygen. Seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution. Oxygen. Oxygen.
Sophie Boucher entering. Anita Gottschall and 5 others left Habitat in protest of my decision to end medical treatment for the sick. They call themselves the Jubilee. They are going to move back to Cap 1 for now. Anita claims her group can live in the open sea. She believes the planet is trying to give us what we need to survive through the angel combs. I insisted on giving them physicals. They are lucid, rational. The worst of the rest of us. I can't prove that they are living because of Macefield. I can't convince Anita that she is in the thrall of a virus that compels her to betray like a rat whose parasites drive it into the cat's jaws. I asked Noah not to reset them when they die, but I suspect it will anyway. Everyone will blame me. Well, so be it. I must ask Nahima what would happen to the ecosystem if the Jubilee group eats everything. Damn it!
Endurance upgraded. Inventory expanded.
Wander. 2 spare tanks. My reprint site is Habitat. I'm exhausted today. What if you just reprinted yourself in your iron? Maybe I'd rather have to sleep. Nahima, I'm checking out the big coral tower. There's a mass trapped inside. Can't sure if it's coral polyp or crab tissue. The genetics are so weird. We know the Proteovirus infects everything on this planet,
And we know the coral crabs wear these domes as hats. Is it possible the virus swapped their genes around? So part of this coral just decided it was a crab? Like if you live next to something on Proteus, you become related to it.
Contact. Abandoned colony structure partially disassembled. Disorientation, asphyxiation, and print loss. Very well. Detects human remains until beneath the sediment. This site is a mass grave. Oxygen. Reprint complete. You have experienced conditions incompatible with life. Your brain state has been restored to your body. Some colonists prefer to return to the accident site to retrieve lost items and verify their last print exited cleanly, and consult your data bank for emotional and philosophical support. Death is certain for the born, and rebirth inevitable for the dead. You should not, therefore, grieve the inevitable. major step towards zero-death day. As a platform for systems like the processor and scanner station, a habitat is a vital investment in your future. A habitat can also be an emotional anchor, proof that you've built something to last. Remember, it's easier to replace a body than a base.
No, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time, whenever I decide to play again. Record. Yeah. Bye.